Hello friends, running kimono. We have a midweek haul. I did another $45 basket over at Walgreens and I got my Tide down to 71 cents, which is kind of surreal. And Dollar General, there's a postal penny list. We're going to talk about that, and free food over at Meijer, which is a grocery store here in the Midwest. First piece business is the Walgreens app if you have an iPad. So for the last 2 days, I can't get into the Walgreens app. I just kept getting kicked out. And basically, I've deleted the app, reset the iPad, deleted it like 4 times. Nothing's working. So if you're going to say, hey, you just need to do this, it's not working. So today, first thing, I actually contacted customer service. And sorry about all the spelling mistakes. It's just my keyboard sometimes does that. It's annoying. Customer service gave me a full runaround. Try this, try that, with nothing, and that they were going to escalate this and that. And they were being dishonest with me because I was like, hey, is this an issue? Because I threw it up on Instagram last night and I had about a dozen other shoppers saying, hey, iPad user here, same thing's happening to me. So you open up the app, there's a photo of a shopper, and then you get kicked out right away. So, you know what I recommend, guys? Light a fire under them. Everybody contact customer service about this issue. If you're an iPad user with the Walgreens app, and let's try and get it fixed today. If enough of us complain, they'll have to fix it today. So I would recommend to do that. I've done my due diligence, but I recommend you do it as well because this is unacceptable. While shopping yesterday over at Walgreens, I did 2 transactions, and these 2 magical guys printed for me, and that was on Wednesday the 25th. So for whatever reason, they were just printing. So maybe you'll have the same luck as I. And these were for transactions. So these were really nice to finally see print for me. Okay, so this deal I'm just going to present to you because this is just like, I want to use $10 of Walgreens cash in store. This is an in-store deal as well. The 2 boxes of the 70 count Snuggle dryer sheets. I thought that lavender one my mother-in-law would really like. I wish I could have tracked down a couple more for her. But I grabbed 2 of them and then 2 Tresemes. Now, the Snuggle is priced 2 for $7 and it ends on Sunday. So that's why I'm like, I'm going to use my coupon right away this week. I wasn't going to hold on to it because it goes back to probably $3.99 next week. So we have a 4 off 2 digital coupon. It's valid for 2 weeks, but again, that sales price is really fantastic. And we also have the Tresemme that's 6, and we have a $5 register reward when you buy 2, and then we have a 5 off 2 digital coupon. So I was like, hey, I'm just going to try something a little bit different to try to make a deal happen for me in store. So 2 of the Snuggles for $7, 2 of the Tresemes for $12 is $19. We have $9 in digitals melting off, 5 for Tresemme, 4 for Snuggle. I threw in $10 of Walgreens cash. I just had to pay down the tax. And I got back a $5 register reward from Tresemme. Photographed my receipt to IBOTTA for 50 cents back. And yes, I got it. So it made my basket $4.50 for the 4 items, or $1.12 each. And this is a no booster deal. So I'm really happy about this. Okay, so in store, I stacked these 2 boosters, the 10 back when you spend 45, and I had a paper booster of a 7 back when you spend 35. So I'm going to get $17 back for spending $45, and that's totally what it's about. For this basket, I went a little bit different. I actually grabbed some of the larger Tides for $12.99 because we have $3 digital coupons, and both of them are expiring, I think, on Saturday. So I was like, I want to use them for this basket. So 2 of those, 2 of the Garnier, and then 3 of the Crest. And then just to jog through everything, they're $12.99 this week. And no promotion on this. It's just extra stuff that I just threw in the basket to get me to $45. And I have a $3 for the Tide Pods and a $3 for the Tide Liquid. So $6 off for me, but it was like $25.98 for the 2. And then 2 of the Garniers for $8. I wish I could have found the mousse, but I couldn't. $3 register reward when you buy 2. Plus, we have a 3 off 2 digital coupon for this one. So make sure you have that guy loaded. And then the final item was I grabbed 3 of the charcoal crests for $5. $5 register reward when you buy 3. Plus, we have this digital coupon that's attaching, which is a 5 off of 3. It's actually expiring, guys, on Saturday. So use it or lose it. I decided to use it. And then IBOTTA has $2.50 back for 2 of them. So that's quite fantastic. Just to show you my receipt, The Tide right there, the Crest for 15 and the two Fructis for 8. I'm well past that $45 mark. Now I have a $10 coupon right there at the top. I did the Nexus deal earlier in the week, so I threw that in to get an extra $10 off. So after all of my digital coupons melted off, I paid $24.98 plus tax. I had to use my debit card for this balance because I was using the two boosters, 10 back when you spend 45 and 7 back when you spend 35. So the cashier scanned all of my goods. I punched in my phone number. He scanned the booster and then he scanned the $10 off register reward from Nexus, as I did a deal earlier in the week for some hairspray I was hauling last Sunday. Okay, so what I did get back was $17 in Walgreens cash for the two boosters that I showed you in the slides previous. Photographed my receipt for $5 back from IBOTTA with those two crests, and then I got back $8 in register rewards, 5 for Crest and 3 for Garnier. So it made the basket $4.98 for the 7 items, or 71 cents each. And I'm not factoring in that $10 Nexus register reward, but I threw it in to get the basket a lot less, and it's a manufacturer register reward, thus I could do that. Final little thing is, if you look in the travel section, there is this 10 count Advil for $3.79. We have a $3 digital, dropping it down to 79 cents. And I did this last night, which was Wednesday night. It worked perfectly in store because the coupon's a certain cost and the item is a little bit more. It'll work perfectly. So look for it in the travel section, or maybe at the front where they have the candy bars and stuff. Sometimes they put Band-Aids and little pain supplements at the front. But yeah, it's working. Scan the barcode in the back to ensure that digital coupon's still attaching, but amazing. Okay, so now we're at the Dollar General, and that food penny list, I couldn't make heads or tails of it. I think anything to do with food, because so many of us were hauling it at 95%, there was nothing left. And I certainly couldn't find anything. But there's been this weird postal list of postal supplies that have pennied out at select stores. If your store is showing some of these items at 50% off, it's always on a Monday. It's going to get turned into a penny. But it might take 3 weeks. It might take 2 months. It might take a week. We don't know. But it's always Monday that these items penny over. And I went to a store later in the week and I found the Mother Load. This is not on everybody's radar, these penny shoppers, so I was able to score really big. I have a friend, we've been kind of chatting back and forth about this mailing list and a couple other lists. Shout out to Karen, she's awesome. And she's been very encouraging for me to try and track these down. And this is my receipt for a lot of you that are like, you went and paid full price for all this stuff. No, it was all a penny, and it was spectacular to have all this stuff for shipping. My husband does a lot of shipping in his work, so he was so grateful that I got all these supplies. You remember last week I had a whole basket of this, I'm going to call it like Mother's Day stuff. I'll link the video at the very end, but it's the same deal and it's on a different list of this like Mother's Day looking stuff. I have a bunch of the UPCs if you want to start stocking this stuff, but these would make excellent, sister-in-law little Christmas gifts and just like cutesy little things. I mean, I think it's pretty cool stuff. So I was really excited about that last week. I mean, I hit the Mother Load twice in 1 week, which is really great. Again, you really have to be observant to see, is this showing up 50% or is it tagged at 50% at your store? And then you'll just have to keep watching that specific store till it pennies out, typically on a Monday. So we have this duck box, and it's a very odd shape of 12 by 12 by 10.5 inches. So it's like a really big square, always awesome for shipping. And here's the UPC. I also found this much larger 60 square foot small bubble wrap, also by the Duck Company. And this one store I went to, I found 4 of them. So, I mean, this was my Christmas and birthday. Here's the UPC. And then just to show you how big it is, it's a very large one. So, even if you're moving, I mean, this would be just fantastic. I think the typical price of this is $12. So to get it for a penny, unheard of. And it's like something everyone will use bubble wrap at one point or another. And then I have these bubble pouches. The UPC is right below, and then this tear tape, which is glorious, right below. And you just have to really be patient with these penny lists, and hopefully they will turn into something for you guys, or you'll be at the store at the crack of crow the day that it pennies out, and you'll be able to track down some stuff. And it's very odd little items, like 8 count of these clear pouches. I know a lot of you do crafting and stuff. If you were going to send something in the mail, I mean, this would be absolutely perfect. You know, nice little Christmas gift, something to extra padding for it. And then we have these 2 different Sharpies. One is a chisel tip and the other one's called a Magnum. So I think it's for like, you know, like if you have a kid in school and they're doing like projects on poster board and stuff, these 2 would be ideal. I found them in the regular, that postal section, and then also with all the magic markers and the different pens and stuff in the stationery aisle. So definitely, if you can follow my drift, be patient with this one. I would try and make it happen because this postal stuff, it is unheard of to track this down for this cost of pennies. I mean, it's probably my favorite penny list of the year. The final store that we have is Meijer, which is a grocery store in the Midwest. There are no sister store. The 4-ounce Ben & Jerry's, you'll have to buy them in sets of 2. We have a 2 off 2 M-Perk, which is a digital coupon, making it free. I would recommend to go back into the M-Perk and see if it's still attaching. I did this earlier in the week, so if they decided, hey, we're not giving away free ice cream anymore, you might be out of luck. So just hit product details with that little bar below and then see what is and is not attaching. And you're looking for the dollar Ben & Jerry's. There's like Cherry Garcia, this one, and a cookie dough one, which is really glorious. Shout out and thank you to Rolling Coupon Moms over on Instagram. She posted about all these little freebies and cheapies earlier in the week, and she's amazing. So thank you to her. The next freebie is with these Klondike 6-count vanilla sandwiches. So over on Fetch Rewards, when you purchase 2 of them, you're getting back, I think, 3,400 points, so $3.40. And we also have this buy one, get one free M-Perk, which is fantastic, so load it. And over on IBOTTA, it's $1 back for each. Please double, triple check that all these rebates are there for you before you go and pursue any of these deals. Grabbing 2 of these Klondikes is going to be $9.18. Subtracting the BOGO free, you'll pay $4.59. Photograph your receipt to IBOTTA for $2 back. Photograph your receipt to Fetch for 3,400 points back. It makes this free plus a 81-cent moneymaker, which is absolutely fantastic. Final item that we have are these Siesti. I hope I pronounced that right. They are $1.69 this week over at Meijer. We have $1.25 back on IBOTTA. Double, triple check that rebate is still there. It makes it 44 cents. Now, if you consider the Klondike, you're getting that for a small moneymaker. If you grab 2 cans of these, you know, all of the items in your basket will be free. That's it for this video, guys. Catch you in the next one. Bye.